Arioni, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic so fundamental to our existence that we often overlook its incredible allo properties. We're talking about water. Yes, that simple, clear liquid you drink every day. But is it really that simple? Stick around because by the end of this video you'll see it show in a whole new light. Water covers over 70% of our planet's surface and makes up about 60% of our own bodies. It's in the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the cells that form us. Life as we know it is utterly dependent on water, and the main reason for this is its remarkable ability to act as a solvent. In fact, it's often called the universal solvent, and for good reason. So, what makes water such a superstar solvent? The magic lies in its molecular structure. A water molecule, HO, is made of one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. But they aren't arranged in a straight line. Instead, they form a V shape like Mickey Mouse ears. The oxygen atom is a bit of an electron hog, pulling the shared electrons closer to itself. This gives the oxygen end of the molecule a slight negative charge and the hydrogen ends a slight positive charge. This property is called polarity. Think of a water molecule as a tiny magnet with a positive and a negative pole. Now imagine you sprinkle some table salt or sodium chloride nacre into a glass of water. Salt crystals are held together by an ionic bond between positively charged sodium ions and negatively charged chloride ions. When these crystals hit the water, the tiny water magnets get to work. The positive hydrogen ends of the water molecules are attracted to the negative chloride ions, while the negative oxygen ends are attracted to the positive sodium ions. They swarm around the individual ions, pulling them apart from the crystal and surrounding them. This process is called hydration, and it's how water dissolves the salt. The salt seems to disappear, but it's really just been broken down into its individual ions, now freely floating in the water. This is a solution, this dissolving. Power isn't limited to salts. Water can also dissolve other polar molecules, like sugar. Sugar molecules have areas with slight positive and negative charges, just like water, so water molecules can easily surround and separate sugar molecules, mixing them evenly into the solution. This is why your coffee or tea can be sweetened. The water is acting as a delivery system for the sweetness, but water's role as a solvent is most critical inside our bodies. It's the stage upon which the entire drama of life unfolds. Our blood, which is over 90% water, is a perfect example. It's a complex solution that transports an incredible variety of substances. Oxygen, bound to hemoglobin in red blood cells, is carried from our lungs to every cell in our body. Nutrients from the food we digest, like glucose, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, are dissolved in the blood plasma and delivered to where they are needed for energy, growth, and repair. Without water as the solvent, our cells would starve. At the same time, water helps us get rid of waste. Metabolic byproducts like urea and carbon dioxide are dissolved in the blood and transported to the kidneys and lungs to be expelled from the body. Imagine a city without a waste management system, it would quickly become toxic. Water is our body's internal sanitation department, constantly cleaning house and keeping things running smoothly. This solvent property is also essential for almost every chemical reaction in our cells. Enzymes, the catalysts that speed up these reactions, are designed to work in an aqueous or watery environment. Reactants are dissolved in the cell's cytoplasm, which is mostly water, allowing them to move around and interact with each other. And with enzymes, from building proteins to breaking down fats, none of it could happen in a dry environment. Water provides the liquid medium necessary for the chemistry of life. Now you might be thinking, if water is the universal solvent, does it dissolve everything? Not quite, and that's actually just as important. Have you ever tried mixing oil and water? They don't mix. This is because oils and fats are nonpolar molecules. They don't have the positive and negative charges that water molecules are attracted to. So the water molecules stick to each other, pushing the oil molecules away and forcing them to clump together. This inability to dissolve nonpolar substances is absolutely crucial for life. Our cells are enclosed by a membrane made primarily of lipids, which are fats. If water could dissolve these lipids, our cells would simply fall apart. The cell membrane acts as a barrier, controlling what enters and leaves the cell, and it can only do this because it doesn't dissolve in the watery environment inside and outside the cell. It's a perfect design. Water is a good enough solvent to transport what's needed, but not so good that it dissolves the very containers of life itself. This principle extends beyond just our cells. The waxy cuticle on the leaves of plants prevents water From evaporating too quickly, the oily secretions on our skin help to keep it waterproof and retain moisture. The interplay between what water can and cannot dissolve is a delicate balance that nature has perfected over billions of years. Think about the broader implications for our planet. Rivers dissolve minerals from rocks and soil and carry them downstream, enriching the land and eventually delivering these nutrients to the oceans. These dissolved minerals are vital for aquatic life, forming the base of the marine food web. The oceans themselves are a massive, complex chemical solution, a primordial soup where life is thought to have begun. The ability of water to dissolve various gases, like oxygen and carbon dioxide, is what allows fish and other aquatic creatures to breathe and plants to photosynthesize underwater. So, the next time you pour yourself a glass of water, take a moment to appreciate what's really in your hand. It's not just a thirst quencher, it's a master chemist, a delivery service, and a sanitation system all in one. It's the dynamic medium that dissolves, transports, and facilitates the countless reactions that define life. From the grand scale of ocean currents to the microscopic dance of molecules within a single cell, water is the indispensable solvent that makes it all possible. It's the quiet, unsung hero of our world. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the wonders of water. If you found this fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more explorations into the science that surrounds us. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. What other simple things should we investigate next? Let me know in the comments below. Stay curious and see you next time.